The church bells tolled like a death knell as Jesse stood at the altar, his heart pounding not from the vows being exchanged but from the secret burning inside him. His sister, radiant in white, smiled at her groom, oblivious to the storm brewing in her brother's chest. In that moment, with the entire family watching, including his father, Senator Harlan Reid, the staunch defender of traditional values, Jesse couldn't hold it back anymore. He stepped forward, voice cracking, and announced, "I'm gay, and I've been in love with my best friend for years." The gasp that rippled through the congregation was like a wave crashing over him. But it was his father's face that haunted him most, reddening with fury, eyes narrowing into slits of betrayal. Harlan Reid, the man who'd built his political empire on family values and anti-LGBT rhetoric, now faced his own son's rebellion in front of donors, colleagues, and the press lurking outside. Jesse's mind raced. Why now? Why here? He'd planned to tell them privately, but the weight of years of hiding, of pretending to date girls, of listening to his father's speeches condemning people like him, it had all collided in this sacred space, demanding release. As the ceremony halted, chaos erupted. His mother, Evelyn, clutched her pearls, whispering frantic pleas for him to retract it, to say it was a joke. But Jesse stood firm, though inside, doubt clawed at him. Was this liberation or destruction? He'd grown up in the shadow of his father's expectations. The golden boy destined for law school, politics, a perfect heterosexual life. Yet every night, thoughts of Jordan, his college roommate, his confidant, the one person who saw through his facade, tormented him. Jordan, with his easy laugh and quiet strength, had been the anchor in Jesse's turbulent sea of self-loathing. Harlan grabbed Jesse's arm, pulling him into a side room as guests murmured in shock. "What the hell have you done?" his father hissed, veins bulging. "You've ruined your sister's day, embarrassed the family, and torpedoed my re-election. Do you have any idea the backlash this will cause?" Jesse's throat tightened. He hadn't considered the full fallout, only the suffocating need to breathe freely. Inner turmoil surged. Part of him regretted the timing, the pain etched on his sister's face, but another part screamed defiance. How long could he live a lie for his father's approval? Evelyn followed, tears streaming. "Jesse, honey, we can fix this. Therapy, prayer, whatever it takes." Her words stung like barbs, reminding him of the conversion camps she'd once joked about for troubled kids. He pulled away, whispering, "Mom, this isn't a phase. It's who I am." But doubt crept in. What if they were right? What if coming out was selfish, destroying the family unit he'd always cherished? Jordan's text buzzed in his pocket. "You okay?" Heard the news spreading. Jesse's heart ached. Jordan didn't know the depth of his feelings yet, only that they were close friends. Back in the reception hall, whispers turned to stares. His sister, Clara, approached, her makeup smudged. "Why today, Jesse? Couldn't you wait?" Guilt twisted in his gut. He'd always protected her, shielded her from their parents' pressures. Now he'd stolen her spotlight, turned joy into scandal. Inside he battled. Freedom at what cost? As the family posed for forced photos, Harlan's grip on his shoulder was ironclad, a silent warning. Jesse wondered if this was the start of exile or the path to authenticity. That night, alone in his childhood room, Jesse replayed the scene. His phone lit up with messages, support from distant friends, vitriol from conservative circles. One from his father. "We need to talk. Tomorrow." Fear mingled with resolve. He'd sacrificed family harmony for truth, but was it worth it? Jordan called, voice concerned. "Dude, that was brave. Want to talk?" Jesse hesitated, the confession on his lips, but held back. Admitting love to Jordan could shatter their friendship, adding another layer of risk. The next morning, Harlan summoned him to the study. "Son, this inclination, we can manage it discreetly." Jesse's anger flared. "It's not an inclination, Dad. It's my identity." The argument escalated, Harlan citing Bible verses and poll numbers, Jesse countering with stories of suppressed lives. Inner conflict raged. Love his family or love himself? He left the house, driving aimlessly, thoughts swirling. What if he lost everything, scholarship, inheritance, connections? Yet suppressing it again felt like death. Meeting Jordan at their favorite diner, Jesse's nerves frayed. Jordan hugged him tightly. "I'm proud of you, man." Warmth flooded Jesse, but so did terror. Should he reveal his feelings? The moment passed unspoken. Back home, Evelyn waited with brochures for support groups, code for conversion. "For the family's sake," she pleaded. Jesse's resolve wavered. The pressure mounted, cracking his newfound courage. Days blurred into media frenzy. Tabloids dubbed him the senator's gay scandal. Harlan's approval ratings dipped, donors pulled back. Jesse's inbox filled with hate mail, but also messages from LGBTQ youth thanking him. Ambivalence tore at him, hero or villain. Clara called, voice strained. Dad's canceling events. Mom's not sleeping. Guilt deepened. Had his truth become their burden? Jordan invited him over, sensing the turmoil. As they sat on the couch, sharing beers, Jesse's heart raced. "There's more," he admitted. Jordan's eyes widened. "What?" Taking a breath, Jesse confessed, "I'm in love with you." Silence stretched, Jordan's face unreadable. Inside, Jesse panicked. Had he ruined everything? Jordan's hand froze midair, the beer bottle slipping slightly as Jesse's words hung between them like a fragile thread, ready to snap. "You." "What?" Jordan stammered, his usual confidence shattered. Eyes searching Jesse's face for a punchline that wasn't coming. In that instant, Jesse regretted it all. The wedding outburst, the family rift, this vulnerable admission. Wondering if his pursuit of honesty was just a selfish unraveling. The room felt smaller, the air thicker, as Jordan set down his drink and paced. "Jesse, we've been friends since freshman year. Roommates, confidants. But love? I don't know." Jesse's mind screamed. "Fool, you've crossed the line." He'd always sensed a spark in their late-night talks, the way Jordan's gaze lingered, but now doubt flooded in. What if it was one-sided? What if this ended their bond, leaving him utterly alone? Jordan stopped, rubbing his temples. "Look, I've questioned things too. But with your family blowing up, this timing sucks." Jesse nodded, inner turmoil churning. "He's right. I'm dragging him into my mess." Yet the confession lifted a weight, even as fear gripped him. "I couldn't hide it anymore," Jesse whispered. "Not after yesterday." Flashbacks assaulted him. Harlan's speeches railing against the gay agenda. Evelyn's subtle hints about suitable girlfriends. Coming out had exposed the hypocrisy. But at what price? Jordan sat back down, closer now. "Your dad's on TV right now, damage control." Jesse groaned, imagining the spin. A family matter, prayers for guidance. Bitterness rose, his truth reduced to a PR crisis. The conversation shifted, Jordan admitting his own struggles. "My parents are liberal, but even they expect grandkids, a normal life." Jesse's heart ached in solidarity. Were they both trapped by expectations? As night fell, Jordan hugged him goodbye, lingering a second too long. Hope flickered, but so did dread. What if rejection followed? Home was a battlefield. Harlan waited in the living room, Evelyn by his side. "We need a plan," Harlan said flatly. "You'll issue a statement retracting it. Say it was stress, confusion." Jesse's blood boiled. "No. I won't lie anymore." The shouting match ensued, Harlan accusing him of sabotage, Evelyn sobbing about lost dreams. Inside, Jesse fractured. Loyalty to self versus family. He stormed out, driving to Jordan's again, seeking solace. Jordan answered, concern etched. "Bad." Jesse nodded, collapsing on the couch. They talked till dawn, Jordan sharing a kiss from a guy in high school, buried deep. "I pushed it away," he confessed. Jesse's pulse quickened. Mutual? But Jordan pulled back. "I need time." Rejection stung, amplifying Jesse's isolation. Media hounded him at college. Classmates whispered, some supportive, others cruel. A protest formed outside his dorm, anti-gay signs waving. Panic seized him. Is this my life now? Harlan called, voice strained. Son, think about your future. Law firms won't hire a scandal. Doubt crept. Maybe suppression was safer. Clara visited, anger simmering. You've divided us. Dad's talking disownment. Guilt crushed Jessie. Had he betrayed her trust? Yet her words ignited defiance. No, they betrayed me by forcing the closet. Jordan texted, let's meet. At the park, under fading light, Jordan admitted, I feel it too, but I'm scared. They kissed tentatively, a spark igniting. Joy surged, but so did terror. What now? Harlan's influence loomed. The kiss led to secret dates, stolen moments. Jessie's inner conflict intensified. Happiness tainted by deception. Evelyn discovered a text, confronting him. This boy? It's a phase. Tears flowed as she begged him to stop. Heartbroken, Jessie realized the emotional toll on her. A leak hit. Photos of Jessie and Jordan. Harlan exploded, calling a family meeting. End it, or you're cut off. Ultimatum delivered. Jessie wavered. Love or legacy? Jordan urged fight, but fear whispered compromise. Nights became sleepless, thoughts tormenting. Am I strong enough? Clara sided with parents, calling it selfish. Betrayal cut deep. Yet in Jordan's arms, he found purpose. Harlan's campaign faltered, polls showing backlash from both sides. Jessie's guilt mounted. My truth, his downfall. A donor pulled funding, citing moral decay. Inner agony peaked. Destroyer or victim? Jordan proposed coming out together. Strength in unity. Jessie agreed, but doubt lingered. The press conference loomed, Harlan pleading one last time. Don't do this. Jessie's resolve hardened, but the cost weighed heavy. The flashbulbs exploded like gunfire as Jessie stepped to the podium, Jordan by his side. Their hands clasped in a defiant grip that masked the terror churning within. Harlan watched from the wings, face a mask of controlled rage, while Evelyn dabbed at her eyes, the family's fracture on full display for the nation. Today, I affirm who I am, Jessie declared, voice steady despite the storm inside. This could heal or annihilate us all. The statement went viral. Support poured in from allies, but hate mail tripled, threats whispering of violence. Jessie's mind raced. Have I endangered Jordan? The kiss replayed, sweet yet shadowed by consequences. Jordan squeezed his hand post-conference. We did it. But Jessie's doubt screamed. At what price? Harlan cornered them afterward. You've humiliated me. Resignations are coming. Jessie's heart twisted. His father's empire crumbling because of him. Inner torment deepened. Love demands sacrifice, but whose? Evelyn pulled him aside. Think of your sister. Weddings postponed. Friends distancing. Guilt flooded. Clara's tearful call echoed. You're tearing us apart. Campus became a war zone. Protests clashed, LGBTQ groups cheering, conservatives jeering. A brick through his window shattered the night, scrawled with slurs. Panic gripped Jessie. Is authenticity worth death? Jordan held him, whispering strength, but his own fears surfaced. My job's at risk. Boss is conservative. Their relationship strained under pressure. Arguments flared. Jordan accused Jessie of hesitation. Jessie countered with family loyalty. I can't abandon them. Inside, conflict raged. Choose heart or blood. A secret meeting with Harlan offered olive branch. Quiet down. I'll fund your life. Temptation tugged. Stability versus truth. Clara betrayed him, leaking old emails to the press. Proof of his confusion. Headlines screamed. Senator's son wavers on sexuality. Devastation hit. Sibling bond severed. Why? Jessie confronted her. To save Dad. She spat. Pain lanced through him. Family first, even at my expense? Jordan's patience frayed. Fight or fold? They nearly broke, Jessie's indecision peaking. Sleepless, he pondered. Am I worthy of love if I waver? Reconciliation attempts failed. Evelyn's ultimatum. Choose us or him. A turning point. Jordan's parents welcomed them. Contrast stark. Envy stirred. Why not mine? But inspiration too. Possible without blood ties. Yet Harlan's health scare, stress-induced heart palpitations, crushed Jesse. Your fault, doctors implied. Guilt overwhelmed. Killer of dreams. Now lives? Therapy sessions unearthed depths. Childhood suppression, fear of rejection. You're not broken, the counselor said. Light pierced, but shadows lingered. Jordan attended, their bond strengthening amid chaos. Media frenzy escalated. Talk shows debated the Reed scandal. Jesse appeared defending love. Backlash intensified. Boycotts on Harlan's bills. Inner agony. My voice, his silence. Clara apologized tearfully. I was wrong. Forgiveness tentative but healing hinted. Yet Harlan doubled down, disowning publicly. No son of mine. The words echoed, shattering Jesse's core. Abandoned for truth. Jordan proposed moving away. Fresh start. Tempting. But Jesse resisted. Run or confront. Nights of tears, decisions weighing. A rally turned violent. Jesse punched by a protester. Hospitalized, he reflected. Pain for progress? Jordan by his bed, vow renewed. Together. Harlan visited secretly, vulnerability showing. I love you, but can't accept. Tears fell. Bridge cracked but not collapsed. Jesse's heart broke anew. Conditional love? Release came slow. Jesse's activism grew, speaking at events. Empowerment mixed with loss. Jordan's job loss hit hard. Sacrifice mirrored. Inner battles culminated. Worth it? As scars formed, resolve solidified. But doubts whispered eternally. Blood trickled from Jesse's split lip as he staggered back from the rally podium. The assailants fist a brutal punctuation to the crowd's divided roars. Half cheers for equality, half venomous slurs. Jordan rushed forward, shielding him, but the damage was done. Not just physical, but the raw exposure of society's underbelly, forcing Jesse to confront. How much more can I bleed for this? In the ambulance, sirens wailing, his mind screamed betrayal. Not from the stranger, but from a world that demanded his silence. The ER buzzed with urgency, stitches pulling his skin taut as Jordan held his hand. Eyes fierce with unspoken rage. We can't keep doing this, Jordan whispered. Jesse's heart clenched. Was this the breaking point? Inner turmoil boiled, his love a target now. Harlan's call came midnight. See what you've wrought? Blame laced with concern, twisting the knife. Discharge brought no relief. Paparazzi swarmed, flashing lights blinding. Home, now a shared apartment with Jordan, felt like a fortress under siege. Arguments ignited. Your family's poison, Jordan accused. They're trying. Jesse defended, torn between loyalties. Doubt festered. Am I fighting for us or against myself? Clara's visit brought olive. Dad's softening. Therapy. Hope flickered, but skepticism loomed. Too late. Jesse pondered alone, staring at ceilings. Memories assaulted. Childhood Christmases, Harlan's proud claps at games. Lost forever? Guilt evolved to resentment. Why force conformity? Jordan's unemployment deepened the rift. Applications rejected. Whispers of association. Your scandal taints me, he admitted bitterly. Jesse's self-loathing peaked. Destroyer of lives. A job offer for Jesse, in LGBTQ advocacy, tempted, but required relocation. Go without me? Jordan challenged. Decision loomed. Career or companionship? Evelyn's letter arrived. Handwritten pleas. Come home. We miss you. Tears blurred. Maternal love, conditional yet real. He visited secretly, Harlan absent. He's hurting, she confessed. Jesse's walls cracked. Forgiveness possible? But demands lingered. End the relationship. Betrayal struck again. Jordan caught texting an ex, seeking comfort. Just talking, he swore. Trust fractured. Jesse's paranoia surged. Alone ultimately? Confrontation exploded. Yells, accusations, doors slamming. Inner agony. Love's fragility exposed. Reconciliation tentative. Therapy joint now. Revelations poured. Jordan's hidden fears of commitment. Jesse's abandonment issues.
Bon moment d'aide, buscar permanent.
Harlan's pole recovery via family unity. Spin infuriated. Hypocrisy. A family dinner ambush. Harlan present, truce offered. Accept or not your blood. Jesse challenged. And Jordan. Silence damning. Walkout ensued. Heart heavier. Activism consumed Jesse. Speeches, marches. Empowerment surged, but exhaustion followed. Jordan supported, yet resentment brewed. Your cause over us? Balance teetered. Health scare revisited. Jesse's anxiety attacks. Pills prescribed, vulnerability admitted. Jordan's tenderness healed, but dependency scared. Clara's engagement announcement. Postponed before, invited them. Trap or olive. Attendance debated. Risk rejection again? At the party, Harlan approached. Proud of your courage. Shock rippled. Change? But slurs from guests tested. Jordan defended. Fist clenched. Private talk. Harlan confessed regrets. Feared losing voters. Lost you. Tears shared. Bridge rebuilt partially. Jesse's emotions whirlwind. Relief. Suspicion. Yet society pushed back. Bill Harlan supported. Anti-trans. Exposed limits. Confrontation. Hypocrite. Harlan wavered, promising rethink. Jordan proposed. Marry me. Amid turmoil, yes. Joy pierced darkness, but fears lingered. Wedding planning secretive. Family involvement tentative. Evelyn helped, Harlan distant. Inner peace elusive. Deserved? Climax neared. Harlan's vote against the bill. Scandal renewed, base abandoned him. Sacrifice for son? Jesse's gratitude mixed with pity. Emotional peak. Father-son hug. Words unspoken but felt. Healing begun, but wounds deep. The chamber echoed with Harlan's defiant nay. His vote against the anti-LGBT bill sending shockwaves through the Senate floor. Colleagues staring in disbelief as the man once hailed as a conservative pillar chose family over ideology. Jesse watched from the gallery, tears blurring his vision, realizing this act of redemption came at the cost of his father's career. Resignations looming, legacy tarnished. In that moment, triumph warred with sorrow. Victory, but whose blood paid the price? The aftermath was a maelstrom. Harlan's office besieged by protesters, both sides claiming betrayal. Jesse rushed to him, embrace fierce. Why? He whispered. Harlan's voice broke. Couldn't lose you twice. Inner floodgates opened. Years of suppressed love acknowledged. Yet guilt gnawed. My rebellion forced this. Jordan waited outside, ring on finger symbolizing their engagement. Proud, he said, but eyes held worry. Homeward, silence heavy. The wind bittersweet. Evelyn called, sobbing relief. Family whole. But was it? Scars invisible yet palpable. Clara's wedding redux invited all, harmony fragile. Vows exchanged. Jesse's speech. Love defies labels. Applause mixed, but Harlan's nod affirmed change. Inner reflection. Journey's toll immense. Society's gaze persisted. Interviews demanded. Jesse shared. Pain birthed growth. Jordan co-authored. Bond unbreakable. Yet nights brought nightmares. What if undone? Harlan's retirement announcement. Time for family. Jesse's advocacy role expanded, platform amplified. Empowerment surged, but losses tallied. Friendships severed, innocence lost. A quiet dinner. Family reunited. Stories shared, laughs tentative. Harlan admitted. Blind to your suffering. Jesse forgave, but memory lingered. Emotional depth plumbed. Redemption's complexity. Jordan's job secured. Normalcy teased. Yet activism called pulling. Balance sought. Love, duty, self. Final rally. Jesse spoke. Crowd roaring. Jordan beside, hand in hand. Triumph absolute, but introspection whispered. Worth every tear? As life stabilized, questions remained. Society's progress illusory? Personal gains overshadowed collective struggles. In reflection, Jesse pondered paths not taken. Silence's safety versus truth's chaos. Jordan's whisper, no regrets, yet doubts eternal. Did coming out heal or harm more? Was Jesse's pursuit of personal truth ultimately selfish? Or was it the catalyst for necessary societal change that justified the familial devastation?